What's up guys, it's Matt from TDM Style here. Welcome back to the channel, and this week we're looking at something pretty exciting. We've got not one, but two brand new products from Steven the Salon Guy. We have the new Grooming Hair Paste and Cream Hair Clay. So if you follow Steven, you probably saw his video from a couple of days ago where he mentioned that these things were now available, and he demoed them on a couple of mannequin heads. And yeah, so we're here to take an in-depth look at both of these bad boys. So let's not waste any time. We got a lot of information to cover, so let's crack into these bitches. So starting out with packaging and pricing, both of these come in these 2.6 ounce or 75 gram aluminum tins. We've got this kind of new yellow labeling on the top there. And now these are at a lower price point, and that was one of the main things that Steven wanted to do with these two new products. So each one of these comes in at $17.99 US, and if you're ordering from his website and you live in the US, you get free shipping as well. So just kind of slight backstory on these, alongside wanting to make a couple of products at a more affordable price point. You know, Steven's always looking to kind of improve his products and get different, you know, unique formulas and things. So after quite a bit of searching, he found a new manufacturer for these, and I am happy to say that I was involved in the testing process for just trying out, you know, the consistency and the performance of the products, and also to help pick out dem scents, which we're going to talk more about a little bit later. So before we get into that, we can talk a little bit about the ingredients and how each one of these is meant to perform. All right, so starting out with the Cream Hair Clay, this is a matte finish stronghold product, and essentially, you know, the whole thing is it's meant to be a very creamy, easy application, and then very quickly just absorb into the hair and transform into this like totally matte, pliable, high textured, gritty finish. As far as the ingredients on this one, so well actually they're both water-based, so water in the first spot. Now for the clay, as far as other ingredients that you'll recognize, we've got microcrystalline wax. We do have some diatomaceous earth in there, so there's your grittiness, as well as our best boy, kaolin clay. And then we also have a bit of petrolatum and liquid paraffin later on in the ingredients list, as well as dimethicone, so that helps with adding a little bit of smoothing to kind of balance out the grittiness. Now, for the Grooming Hair Paste, this one says matte finish and pliable hold, and he did mention in his video, and you'll see in the demos shortly, it can be a matte finish, but depending on your hair type, like for me, it's more of a natural finish, so it's not shiny by any means, but it's not as matte as the paste. This one, I feel, for me, is more of a natural finish, which, hey, that's fine. I like me a natural finish. That sounds dirty. So ingredients on this one, as I already mentioned, water-based. This one also has microcrystalline wax in it, as well as synthetic beeswax, PEG 8 beeswax, PEG 40 hydrogenated castor oil. We'll see that all the time in hair products. And then, yeah, preservatives and other things. Now, it does say in the instructions on both of these that they can be applied to damp or dry hair, but both recommend for best results to use them as post-stylers only into dry hair, which, yes, you know, I'm a dry hair styling boy. So I'll be showing you that in the demos in just a moment. But first, we, of course, have to get to everybody's favorite section of the video and talk about dem scents. And for that, we have a special guest. Allie's back once again. So I actually, while I was testing these products,
when they were secret.
So I've been styling Allie's hair a lot because the pixie cut is amazing, and it's really fun for me to like blow dry and try out products and shit. So I tried the paste, and well, what did you think?
Oh, I love it. It's amazing, and it's kind of the only one I've wanted you to use since. Like, oh, use that one. I like that one. Use the one I like. That's the one.
Sponsor. So I wanted to bring Allie in for the first ever dual scent reaction, because, so I mean, like, you like the scent too, yeah?
Oh yeah.
So why don't you do the honors? You're very first.
Oh, crack it open. What do you say?
That's right. Crack it open, crack this bitch.
Ooh, jeez. That's really nice. I know you told me what they were, but I forget, and it just smells really good.
Let's see. So the fragrance notes Nope. Notes. The fragrance notes on the paste are sage, bergamot, spiced leather, and wood.
I just keep like inhaling and getting a little dizzy, but it's okay. It's worth it. And like, oh god, I smell it throughout my day in my hair, or if I lay down, I smell it. It smells so good. It's a 10 out of 10 smell.
All right, so I'll do the clay one, and the fragrance notes on this are dark amber, Kentucky oak, and white pepper.
I don't know if I've ever smelled something called Kentucky oak. I'm about to.
You about to. And there were a bunch of different scents, and while I was testing these, Steven asked for our input to choose our 2 favorites, and these were them. So.
Really? These were the ones that we picked, the numbered 1 and 2? Oh,
yeah.
We're so special.
TDM style approved, bitch. Oh my god. No, that fucks me up good, dude.
It just like, it gives me such a calming spring feel. It's
right?
just so lovely. It's so clean and lovely.
Yeah.
Lovely.
So I would say they're slightly cologne-y, but they're not like overly like masculine, like punch you in the face colognes.
No.
Yeah, very just like fresh and woody and
very
spicy
fresh.
And yeah, I feel like the paste one is maybe a little bit stronger. Like when I use this, I tend to catch a whiff of it throughout the day. Mm-hmm. The clay one, I smell more like right when I'm applying it, and then once it's in, I don't really. Can you still smell it?
Very slightly.
Okay,
Kind of
so
smells like our breakfast, actually.
So, well, yeah, I have been, yeah, and I've been in the kitchen cooking, so that's probably also that.
But I do smell it a little bit, yeah.
But yeah, so both top-notch, TDM style approved fragrances.
Oh yeah.
All right, so Allie will be back a little bit later for some final thoughts, but first we got to give you guys some demo footage. So let's get right into that, and we'll start out first with the cream hair clay. So here we are, starting out with freshly cleaned and blow-dried hair, pre-styled with just a little bit of 25 spray for smoothing, like I always do. And we're going in with just a small scoop here, basically a dime-sized amount. Now, one thing I will say, you definitely don't need a lot of product here, so start small. You can always add more, but you can't take it away if you put too much. Now, the main thing with this clay is that you want to just get it into your fingers, and you'll notice right away that it's super creamy and smooth. It takes about 2 seconds to emulsify it in the hands, and you don't want to emulsify it any longer than that. If you keep going like that until it like totally goes clear, then it's gonna be dry already, and then it's gonna be really tacky and gritty, and that's not the point. The whole point of the product is that it's creamy and easy to apply right off the bat. So just quickly work in the fingers and then straight into the hair, and yeah, really easy application. And I will say it does start to absorb into the hair within about like 5 to 10 seconds. You will immediately feel that hold and a little bit of grip setting in. It's not tuggy or pulley though, but you certainly can feel some grittiness from that diatomaceous earth, which thankfully it's like just the right amount. It's not like fucking quicksand or something where you feel like you're dunking your head in a barrel of dry ass sand versus wet sand. I don't know. Yeah, so it's very easy to use. It takes about 30 seconds to a minute to just finish styling your hair, and the hold sets in right away. So I would definitely say, yeah, this is a solid medium firm to full-on strong hold where it's going to keep that volume in there, and it's basically not going to move all day. And one thing I will say, it's very lightweight. So it feels like there's almost nothing in your hair, so it doesn't get weighed down. So like taking a look here, this is 8 hours later, and as you can see, bitch still looking just as fresh as when I first put it in there. The texture's still there, the volume is still there. It does still allow for a little bit of movement, which is nice, but you know, it stays pliable, so it's easy to just move it around and fix it if you need to, if you get caught in a windstorm or something. And I've also got it in my hair right now, and so you can probably see, I don't know if you can see it, but so it's like gritty and it has that nice dry finish, but it's not tangly like some other products that have diatomaceous earth in them. If I tried to do this, fucking forget about it. It's just like your hands will get stuck and it's so tangly and brutal, and this is not the case here. It definitely stays gritty, so it, like, at the end of the day, it doesn't feel like any oilier or anything, even after sleeping on it overnight. All right, now onto the Grooming Hair Paste. So here we are once again, starting out with freshly cleaned, blow-dried hair, pre-styled with 25, much the same as we did with the clay. And same thing, going in with just a dime-sized amount, start small, you don't need much. And in a similar fashion, this breaks down very creamy and smooth. It does have a different, feel in the hands. It's not quite as grippy, and it does feel so smooth and slick. I mean, it almost feels like a lotion. So once again, application is an absolute breeze. There is zero tug or pull, but after about 10-15 seconds, you can feel a little bit of grip setting in there, so you can feel the hold coming in. And here we are with that final look. So once again, big volume, nice texture. This one for me is more of a natural finish. It's not quite as matte as the clay one, and I would say the texture is slightly finer, which you expect from a waxier paste product. It's not going to be as coarse a texture as a clay. And once again, super lightweight in the hair. So, like, here's the end of the day there. This is after 10 hours of busting my ass at work all day, and it looks perfectly as well as it did when I finished styling. I mean, it really holds up amazing. And again, it's lightweight, so the volume doesn't deflate or anything. It doesn't get oilier or heavier. It just stays, pretty much exactly how it looked when you start out. And again, it's very pliable, so it's easy to, move it around or restyle if you have to. And now we have a bonus demo. I wanted to show you guys how the paste works on Allie's hair. As we mentioned, that's been, the favorite product. So here we are there. Same deal, starting out with freshly cleaned, blow-dried hair with just a little bit of 25 in it, going in with even a smaller amount. I mean, this is like pea-sized, maybe slightly larger scoop, just into the fingers, into the hair, just work it all through, and then do that kind of rake and shake business, and boom, final style completed. Look at that texture, bitch. Yes! All right, so now we're gonna get Allie back here for thoughts on washout and both of our final thoughts on these bad boys. So for washout, both of these, I mean, they are water-based, and I find, for me, they literally both just come out straight water rinse. Like, I don't even need shampoo, really. Do you?
No, I just kind of run my fingers through my hair to get the last bits of it out, and it rinses out super easy.
Yeah, so obviously if you're shampooing, then it's gonna come out as well. Mm-hmm. But yeah, straight water, easy peasy.
Lemon squeezy.
Nice. All right, so time for overall thoughts.
Oh, okay.
We got there. It was a little dodgy, but we got
a little
there.
bit. We got it.
So why don't you go ahead and go first with the paste?
I love it. It's my favorite product I've used so far, with all the ones you've tested on me and things like that. And I think previously my favorite was Brad Mondo's BDSM.
Yeah.
Balm, yes. And I like that when I'm applying it in wet hair, but when it's dry style, this is the go-to. This is all I ever want to use. Because it's so easy to put in, especially when you do it. And then the smell is just phenomenal.
And I mean, you saw in the demo footage, it takes literally like 30 seconds to apply it and finish styling it. And like, look at that texture, bitch. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah, and it'll stay like this all day. All day. Even in the next day, I kind of just run my fingers through it, and it's still good until I take a shower.
Solid. Yeah, so basically I have the same thoughts. I love the paste as well. For me, with this length of hair, it's a solid medium to medium firm hold. As you saw in the demo yesterday, I mean, it lasted all day, 10 hours of busy-ass day at work. And it does allow for some, like, movement. It stays pliable, so it's easy to, fix it if I'm doing something and it falls out of place a bit. And I found even, like, after sleeping on it, it still looks great the next morning. Mm-hmm. Now, for the clay, I haven't used the clay one on you.
No, me.
But so, well, I guess before I should get into that, when I used this on my longer hair, the hold wasn't quite as strong, which is natural. I mean, longer, heavier hair, like, it's just not going to be quite as strong. But so at that point, I would say it was more of a just solid medium, not quite medium firm strong. But yeah, love it. Nice natural finish, not super matte, just the ease of application is
does give it a little bit of a shine.
Yeah, like very slight, like natural shine.
Very slight shine.
Now the clay, definitely this one is more like just straight up medium firm to strong hold, regardless, like when I used it on my longer hair or with the shorter cut. I've got it in today. And actually both of these products are so lightweight. in the hair. Like it's like it's so easy to keep volume in because the hair just feels so light. And the clay definitely more of a matte finish, and it has that, it has that grittiness from the diatomaceous earth in it, but not too much. So as long as you don't go like heavy-handed and use a big old honking scoop, you don't have to worry about it being like too gritty or too dry. Definitely both of these like small amounts and you'll be golden.
Less is more.
And I think with the price point being $17.99, I think these are really competitive with a lot of the other stuff in this market for like these types of products, and that size.
Absolutely. That's a good like salon quality hair product price. And for the amount you get, like, you barely use any. It's good. It's good.
Yeah. It's good. All right, so that about wraps things up for this video.
I didn't expect the double.
Oh, hey, hope you guys enjoyed this and found it helpful. Definitely highly recommend both of these. Sponsored. It's not. I wish it was sponsored, but it's not. But no, thanks for Steven for letting us in on the testing process on these.
That's cool.
Really cool. That was really cool. And definitely recommended. Go check them out. And so do stay tuned. Plenty more content coming up. So if you haven't already, feel free to hit that subscribe button down below to keep up to date with everything. And as always, thank you guys so much for coming by and watching. And we'll see you at the next one.